be demoralized over this matter, and so I'm going to give up. So I'd say Satan has a way of laying out things that I guess nobody would do that for your own good. So I have to say he's my nemesis. Now, does he appear in the form of other people? That would be another question. It's very likely that I have, in fact, met people that he was hiding in their body. Okay. Have you ever had that feeling when you look at that person and there's no angel there? Right? Okay, that person's not there to help you. But no, really when it comes down to nemesis, it's a person or a thing that could put you into a position where you're actually opposed. And you know, opposition has just one good thing. That is, builds you up. Because in order to fight off the competition, you have to strengthen yourself. So I have to say maybe there is some good about that, but I just assume avoid it at all costs. And if I have to say the Satan is my nemesis, then so be it. You're not going to get me around today.
There we go. Hopefully, and I say hopefully, we're all aware of the fact that speech has got three parts: an opening, middle, and closing. Okay. Some of these are more problems for experienced speakers than others. Some of these parts are like a nemesis for the person. What's your nemesis in the speech program?
I believe I have two nemesis in my speaking program, or my attempt to speak. First and most serious one, I believe, is procrastination. I do not have the ability, or I will rephrase that, I do have the ability, I just don't work on it to bring it out, to just stand up here and make an impromptu speech. Jim does it, Leonard does it, several other people just get up here and babble like they had it written out forever. I myself keep putting it off. Therefore, when it comes time to speak, I'm just happy to get through a speech, not worrying about the open, close, or the middle, because I tell myself, at least, boy, you got up there and said something. It didn't matter what order it was in, but you did get up there and say something. However, if the old nemesis hadn't jumped up, probably a couple of weeks before you were supposed to speak, and kept telling you the TV is more important, you have more fun out washing your truck, or going down to the coffee shop than sitting here trying to write a speech and trying to learn the speech, developing your closings, openings in the middle. But all that stuff is unimportant because I hold these others in higher self-esteem. And I can go down on Friday morning for breakfast and see my friends. I don't have to worry about that speech because I know that I have at least 3 more days to prepare. Now Sunday, I'm very busy on Sunday. I'm not going to tell you what I do on Sundays because I just can't remember. These Sundays a little bit different. Monday, I got to rest up from the weekend from all my activities, of course. And there's something else I do Monday. I can't think of what I know I have a meeting with Jim on Monday. And then here is Tuesday, and my nemesis is thank you.
For some of us, the climate is a nemesis. I don't know if you've noticed it or not, but it's been kind of warm out here lately. Has anybody noticed that at all? Now the question I have is this. If you can recall back in your mind, and you got to think back a little bit, a few months back it was very cold. Not quite as cold as it was back in Chicago when I lived there, but it was cold. The question is this. What is a bigger nemesis to you? Extreme heat or extreme cold? Trace, what's your name?
Trey.
Trey.
Thank you, Mrs. Toastmaster. I agree that the heat is being overwhelming lately, but I am a hot weather baby. I just had my birthday last weekend, so I was a July baby.
You deserve a hand for that.
So thank you. 27 years young. But the cold, I was talking about this with somebody the other day. The cold, you can always put on more clothes, but in the heat, you can only take off so much, you know. Especially some of us, we don't want to take off or reveal much at all. So I have to definitely say that the heat is worse than the cold. But I like the heat because I'm a summer kid and it's always birthday time around summertime. But the cold is also, they both have their pros and cons. But if I had to choose one, I take the heat over the cold. Thank you.
That's interesting. Your age and my age about the same. You're 27 and I'm 72. It's the same, isn't it?
Same numbers.
Same numbers.
I thought you two looked a lot alike.
Almost brothers.
Well, wait, look at me twins. Next question. A lot of things in Toastmaster take some effort. I can't say they don't, because that's part of the game. If you don't put out effort, you accomplish nothing. We want to accomplish some things. My question is this. You have several things. You can hold an office in Toastmasters, which require effort. You can give a speech in Toastmasters, which requires effort. You can do a job in Toastmasters like Table Topics Master, which I'm doing now, which requires effort. There's a lot of things, but what is the biggest nemesis that you would have in all the chores you could do in Toastmasters? Roger.
Table Topics Master. Have to take that question again.
What's the biggest nemesis you could have in Toastmasters as far as any particular job you could have?
Table Topics Master. My biggest nemesis is go beyond the club. I find the club environment very satisfying. I find anything outside of the club not that satisfying. So I consider things outside of the club my nemesis. Every time I go to a speech conference, I think very cordial. Every time I go to the district conference, I think the people are there not for support each other, but for their own purposes. Something I find in the club, you tend to be there for each other. And you described it as a family. I find the club environment for myself. A lot of people wonder why I had a executive the bird range minutes right here. It's certainly so unusual in the world. We know people go there around. But I find even with that type of thought process is, one of the reasons I have to be retired is that no longer an office politics. One of the big things, that and the computer business. So I actually big nemesis outside of the club. The nemesis is politics and fine outside of the club.
Very good. Well, we learned a lot of nemesis today, didn't we? Is that nemesis? Is that plural or just nemesis plural?
Nemesis.
Nemesis?
Yeah, you change the IS to an ES. And
Are you serious?
No,
Okay.
I'm
You don't
Sarah.
want me to
Sarah's
mark
the
these down,
star.
do you?
Huh?
You don't want me to mark these down.
What can I say? We have Sarah over here, not serious. How's the timer recording?
Mr. Table Topics Master, Leonard spoke for 1 minute 59 seconds. Baskin spoke for 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Trey for 54 seconds, and Roger for 1 minute 32 seconds. All speakers qualified.
Okay, so if you would please cast a vote for Leonard, Baskin, Trey, is that Trey? Trey or Roger, and pass it on to the honest goalkeeper counter. If it was me, you couldn't say that, but if it was Tracy, he's never even been there struggling. I'm going to struggle next week because I'm starting to feel honest. I've got to get back to corruption a little bit, and that's my goal. And I will be there, believe me.
Do you want me to write this name?
Gives me a great opportunity to return control of me to our Toastmasters.